Hi there. Welcome to the e-signature of the agreement between IFAGE and Universidad Anáhuac, Mexico. Well, to begin with, allow me to introduce the authorities that are with us today. So, well, allow me to introduce you to the General Director of the Facultad de Ciencias Actuariales at Universidad Anáhuac, Mexico. That is Mr. Alberto Moreno Ruiz Esparza. Hello, Alberto.
Hello, good morning and good afternoon.
Hi there. We also have Miss Patricia Ruiz de Ortega. Hi, Patty.
Hello, everyone.
Patty, she's the General Director of our Department of International Affairs. We also have the President General of the Institut Interafricain de Formación en Assurance et en Gestion des Entreprises, Mr. Mandao Kanji. Hello.
Hello.
Hi there.
How are you,
last
sir?
but not least, and last but not least, we also have Mademoiselle Rokhaya Kanji. She is the Directrice Générale de l'Institut Interafricain de Formation en Assurance et en Gestion des Entreprises. Hi, Rokhaya.
Hello.
Hi there. Okay. So, let us get started.
So, Jose, I think we may start. We start the ceremony with the address of the President of the Board of IFAGE, Mr. Mandao Kanji. So I will give him the floor. So he will read his address.
Okay.
Good morning, my dear Mexican. Good afternoon, my dear European and African friends. Dear Alberto Moreno Ruiz Esparza, Director of the Faculty of Actuarial Sciences of Anáhuac. Dear Mrs. Patricia Ruiz Ortega, Director of International Affairs of Anáhuac. Dear Dr. Jose Barrientos, Professor Investigator in the Faculty of Actuarial Sciences of Anáhuac. Dear Vladimir Buvalov, Representative of President of Actuaria du Monde. Dear Renata, member of the Board of Actuaria du Monde. Dear Rokhaya Kanji, CEO of IFAGE. Dear professors, students, and alumni. Dear guests and ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pride and honor that I am delighted to officially announce the launch of the exchange program between IFAGE and Universidad Anáhuac, Mexico. On April 19th, 2022, a mutual agreement regarding scope, effects, and legal matters of this partnership has been entered and duly signed exclusively by all academic institutions. The collaboration agreement is a product of the good faith of both parties. In this case, IFAGE and Universidad Anáhuac, Mexico, therefore bearing to fulfill all responsibilities and possible actions outlined in the program. Entering the 14th year of its existence, IFAGE, forever true to its core values, is undoubtedly dedicated to the chase of academic excellence. On opposite ends, linguistically and geographically, this academic exchange program has education as a common denominator, thus overcoming continental and cultural barriers. Exchange students will be selected based on academic performance. In addition, highly qualified professors from both institutions will be participating as well through the said program. I hereby inaugurate the academic foreign exchange program to begin on this day, April 19th, 2022. Long life to Senegalese and Mexico cooperation. Long life to Anáhuac and IFAGE cooperation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kanji. We really appreciate your welcoming address. Well, now we will have a brief presentation of the Institut Interafricain de Formation en Assurance et de Gestion des Entreprises. Thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Delia. I'm an executive assistant at IFAGE. So I'm going to do a small presentation about IFAGE. So let's start about who are we. IFAGE is the first private institute of higher education specialized in insurance and actuarial science in the CIMA zone and in the sub-Saharan countries. What is the CIMA? CIMA is Inter-African Conference on Insurance Markets. IFAGE is also a pioneer in insurance and actuarial sciences training in West Africa. We can move to this next slide. Okay, so our mission and our vision. Let's start to our mission. IFAGE mission is to contribute to the development of the financial sector to initial and continue education in Africa. Our main vision is to become the first private group in the West Africa. Secondly, we also want to create a research and develop a laboratory in the financial sector. Next slide, please. Okay. IFAGE in figure. So the most important we can know is that in IFAGE, we have more than 16 nationalities. And the professional integration is about 96%. We have also in education, the case duty is about 75%. And the live community around the students is more than 16%. Next one. Okay, so now is our focus. Is like our lecturers, the one who do here in IFAGE. So we have, the first of all is insurance in traditional and distance learning. We have also actuarial science, accounting control audit, certification and risk management, certification in insurance intermediaries. We have also data science, financial analysis, and now the new one is the administrative and financial manager. So now is the small things we can do, or we can talk about IFAGE. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Okay, now we'll have a brief word by Mr. Alberto Moreno Ruiz Esparza. Yeah, sorry, Alberto. Okay, please, Beto.
Okay. So thank you, Daniel. Thank you, everyone. Welcome virtually, at least with the use of technology, to Universidad Anáhuac. We hope to see you soon in person as time and travel difficulties allow in the near future. But in the meantime, be welcome here to your home, to your new house. When we started talking about this agreement for collaboration between both institutions, we started by sharing Daniel's experience in his trip to IFAGE, and what motivated us to continue with this idea that was promoted initially by Daniel and then supported by the rest of the members of the faculty. Was based mainly in sharing important values and in sharing important interests with you, which is why we celebrate being able to have this agreement with you today. We believe that one of the fundamental principles of education and of the development of science is precisely building this environment where creativity and where friendship can flourish and grow for both parts. So we believe this is going to be a great experience for the faculties, for our students, and for our alumni. Let me tell you some brief numbers of what we do and who we are, besides what Patricia is going to present after. We this year are 52 years old as a school of actuarial science. Along these 52 years of experience, we have graduated round numbers 2,000 students in through all these years. Currently, we have 450 students between the undergraduate program of actuarial science and our two master programs. We have two master programs, one in statistics and one in risk. Plus, we have a PhD program in actuarial science as well. And then another important activity that we have as a faculty is our research, of which Daniel is a member. We have our research center has 4 members, and they produce between 3 and 5 very high quality papers every year, supporting the research production of the university. So you have more beyond this potential experience for undergraduate students. You can also consider the opportunity to have your graduate alumni experience part of our graduate programs or participate as well with our members of the research team in some projects. No, so that's also things that we can pursue together. So with this as a general overview of the faculty and as a general overview of the way we see all the potential of this agreement that we are signing today, I will just pass the word to Patricia to tell us a bit more about the university. And welcome again to Universidad Anáhuac. We are very happy and very enthusiastic about all the potential that we have working together. Thank you.
Thank you, Alberto, and good morning and good afternoon, everybody. As well, I will dig deeper in what our university is about. Universidad Anáhuac, Mexico was founded in 1964 in Mexico City as a fundamental piece of the educational project of the Congregation of the Legionaries of Christ, with the specific objective of raising the human and social condition of Mexico's men and women by means of integral education. As well, currently our university has 2 campuses in Mexico City, one in the north part of the city, another one in the south part of the city. And according to QS World University Rankings 2019, it is considered one of the 3 best universities in the country. Due to the high academic quality of our undergraduate and graduate programs, our university has 16 national accreditations and 6 international accreditations of the most prestigious institutions. As well, we are part of an international network of universities also present in the United States, in Spain, in Italy, Chile, and other 9 locations across Mexico. Here are some of our numbers. Our population for undergrad students is more, a little bit more of 15,000 students. For continuing education, a little bit more of 6,000 students. For graduate students, we have a little bit more of 2,000 students. We have more than 50,000 alumni, more than 3,000 professors, 49 bachelor programs, 18 doctorates, 54 master's degrees, 36 specialties, and more than 600 continuing education programs. So as you can see, we are a medium big size university, and we are growing every year more and more. It's important for us to share with you that we work for our students, so that our students, professors, researchers, and administrators have international experiences through more than 250 agreements with universities in 39 countries. Some of the international experiences in which students and academics participate are academic exchanges, cultural trips, summer courses, subjects in other languages, internships, research stays abroad, dual international degrees, international contests, language courses, conference and meetings. So we can take advantage of all the things that we have been doing to include IFAGE now in this strategy. On the other side, why should your students choose Anáhuac University? First of all, our curriculum is based on the professional skills our population needs. Our high quality in academic staff, the tailored academic support that is focused on personal and professional growth, the humanistic education focus, and the participation in multidisciplinary assignments along with students from other degrees, And finally, the seriousness, responsibility, and ethics to manage products of commercial value that will benefit people in general. So this is like the general presentation of our university. As we already said, we are very excited of signing this first agreement with a country in Africa, with Senegal. We know that this opportunity will open a lot of opportunities for our professors, for our students, for our institutions. So now we will continue with the agreement presentation.
Great, thank you so much, Patty. So we're ready to see the parts of our agreement, the agreement between our institutions. The very first one is, well, the guidelines to the student exchanges. So, Rokaya, you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Great.
Thank you, Professor. So now we are going to present the conventions. For the first of all, we will start with point A, which is the implementation of the Students Exchange Program from the academies of 2022 or 2023. So to start this convention, we will start with a number of 2 students per semester, which means that in a year we can have, for instance, 3 or 4 students per year for the beginning. The candidate students who participate in an exchange program between IFAGE and Anáhuac, they must meet the following requirements. The first one is to have a good civil, cultural, ethical, intellectual, and moral formation training. The second point is to meet the admission requirements of the University of Destination, which is Anáhuac. And the point C is that they must complete their first year of studies at least. In the case of students from IFAGE, or have completed their second year of studies at least, in the case of the students of Anáhuac México University. The students exchange guidelines. Last point is that the admissions to the exchange program will be determined according to the academic performance of the students, which means for the IFAGE students that are currently following us, that the best students in the classrooms, I mean the students who are good in class, but also who also have a good soft skills presentations, may be admitted to the exchange program. The parties will select their own students who will be nominated and recommended in writing by an official representative of the University of Origin. The students will enroll as visiting students and will maintain their status as regular students of their school. However, they will have the same rights and obligations as the rest of the students of the University of Destination.
Now, as the part of the general agreement of academic collaboration for the exchange of students and professors, first of all, at the end of each semester or academic year, the University of Destination will send the documents that accredit notes, credits, and conclusion of the courses to the University of Origin. Next, exchange students will select classes with the approval of their University of Origin and under the supervision of their academic guides or counselors. Next, as point 3, Registration fees and tuition must be paid by the students to the institution to which they belong, as if during their exchange period they continue in their university of origin. That is, students should not pay any amount to the university of destination for such items. On the other hand, students undertake the financial responsibility of covering personal expenses related to their transportation and stay, as well as fees for additional services at the university of destination, such as travel documentation, visa, transfers, accommodation, living expenses, transportation, medical insurance, personal trips, as well as extracurricular activities and university fees, to name a few. The parties agreed to communicate the estimated costs of housing and food for each class period in order to facilitate students' planning. So throughout the process, students would have the recommendations and the attention from each of the universities. Since Anáhuac, Mexico does not have dormitories, it agrees to make every possible effort to find rooms for students of the Institut Interafricain de Formation en Assurance et Gestion des Entreprises. Since IFAGE does not have dormitories, it agrees to make every possible effort to search for rooms for the students of the Anáhuac, Mexico University. Point 8, exchange students must comply with the rules and regulations applicable at the university of destination. Number 9, all the students should have major medical insurance effective during the term of the program that covers diseases and accidents abroad, as well as death, transfer, and repatriation of remains. About the professor exchange guidelines, both institutions agreed to implement an exchange of professors. Where possible, the exchange will be 1 by 1 with equal periods of stay during the same academic year. Also, the parties are committed to assisting and supporting the specific tasks of teachers and executives, including instructional and research instruments, as well as educational materials. We will offer them the opportunity to develop themselves in the areas of knowledge. The educational obligations, research, and consultancies will be the same or similar to those that the teachers have at their university of origin, as long as they are consistent with the policies and philosophy of the institution where they will teach. Visiting professors must have the same qualities and characteristics that regular teachers must meet at the university of destination. Due to the different academic calendars, teacher exchange may take place during vacation periods of either of the two participating institutions. And I think the final rights and obligations of students and professors will be given by IFAGE.
Yep.
Exactly. So we will end the presentation of the convention by these parts. So the parties, I'm going to start with this point. The parties accept that students and professors participating in the exchange programs have the same rights and obligations of the students and teachers of the University of Destination, without implying that they stop being subject to the regulations of the University of Origin. The University of Destination may sanction the students and professors who fail to comply with the internal obligations. Notifying the University of Origin to analyze whether the offense is also contravenes the regulations. The actions and omissions of the students and professors made during the exchange, as well as the resulting consequences, whether within the University of Destination or outside. Whether academic university or not, whether or not generated by the students or teacher, will be the sole responsibility of who cans them out. So the Anáhuac, Mexico University and IFAGE, as well as their personnel and collaborators, will not undertake any responsibility that they may arise from the conduct or activity So now, we're gonna talk about the financial community. So students and professors undertake the financial responsibility of covering personal expenses related to their transportation, their rents, and their stay. So I think that we are done with the presentation. If you, dear students, alumni, teachers, or collaborators have any question, then feel free to ask it and we will try to answer that. Thank you. So I think, Jose, you have some question in the chat board. I think you may read it.
I think there was only a question about the language, and we already answered. They were asking if there were any language requirements for the exchange students. Do they need to learn Spanish or French? And for students that want to come to Mexico, yes, they need an intermediate level of Spanish, even though they take English courses in English. We ask for the Spanish as a survival skill, because in the end, they are going to be in Mexico, they are going to travel outside the university. Not everyone speaks English. But of course, we also give all the students that come from abroad a mandatory Spanish course all through their stay, so they can complement their stay with us. I don't know if there's any other question, or we can continue with the signature of the agreement.
Okay, so apparently there is no more questions. So we'll move on to the signature of the agreement. To that end, well, here is our director, and here we go. That's it. Thank you so much. Okay. And well, finally, we have some time for some impressions on some of you, or maybe some of us, someone.
Thank you, Daniel. As Will said, we're very excited of this opportunity. Now we need to share this new agreement with our students, with the students from both institutions, and with professors, with researchers, and see how everyone can take advantage in the short, intermediate, and long term of this new agreement.
So that's it. And there is nothing else. Then I think it's safe to go.
You have to ask your students to raise their hand or use the chat button if they want to ask a question.
Okay, so no more questions. All right. So thank you very much for your attendance and for your patience, most of all. Thank you so much, fellas.
Hold on a second. is it possible that we can have an official picture for this moment? So everybody that is here can turn on the camera, please.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Of course.
And maybe Daniel, you can share the agreement on screen, the signed agreement, please.
Yeah, of course. So there you go with the signed agreement. That's it. Can you see it?
Yes, we got it.
Great, fantastic.
Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, so everyone turn on your camera, please. And give us your best smile. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Say cheese.
I think that we're not ready.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Yeah.